More on the left. It's the moon fainting it out now, I think.
And good evening, everybody. Welcome back in Utsjoki. I am back. I had to go away for a little while to deal with some personal business. And I am back here in Utsjoki. I hope you can hear me well. The computer forgot how this whole thing was working, so I've been struggling a little bit the past hour to make it work. If you can hear me, please tell us in the comments. That would be nice. We are live from Utsjoki in the far north of Finnish Lapland. And I cannot show you the map right now because of these technical issues I mentioned. I will have to solve them tomorrow. It's almost a full moon here in Utsjoki. That's why everything is so bright. And you can see Tina's head on the left of the frame. It's okay. And thank you everybody for confirming that you can hear me. Good evening, Pieta. Nice to see you again. And Yonel, good evening. Liz as well, nice to see you. Bonsoir Bernadette. Bonsoir les francophones. Nous sommes à Utsjoki, dans le grand nord de la Laponie finlandaise. Et nous regardons une belle aurore boréale qui se profile. Bonsoir Sophie, ravi de vous avoir à nouveau sur le live. We have some clouds coming and going, and it's coming with more clear sky now from the left, from the west side. The camera is looking in the northwest now. And it's quite diffuse, but the aurora forecast is quite good. So we are hoping to get a little bit lucky. And I actually realized that my computer is still on the time from the Netherlands where I was. That's why you see the wrong time on the screen. It's 1 hour later here. So let me try to solve this. There we go. And I think unfortunately the stream is not picking it up when I change it in the middle, so it is not 10:30, it's 11:30 here tonight in Utsjoki on the shore of the Tino River. And you can hear maybe some speaking in the background because Tina has a lovely Finnish family here as guests, and they are taking family photos under the northern lights. And Arthur, I'm using a Sony 7S camera. Good evening, Nikki. Bonsoir, Monica. Good evening, Teresa. Bonsoir, Sylvie. Bonsoir, Martine. Nice to see all the comments and nice to be back live. We have some auroras covering a vast part of the northern sky, but still quite diffuse. So we are waiting for it to get a little bit brighter, but this is a good sign to see what we have already right now on the screen. And Mazda, yes, last few days have been really strong auroras, so I'm not surprised that they have been visible in Scotland and probably even further south. I was quite busy these days, that's why I have not really been following the auroras aurora news. But I am back in Utsjoki now, and we are going to enjoy the rest of the season together. And we have many people watching.
Hey.
We have Tina here.
15, 10, 29, yes. And it doesn't, it's your YouTube is 10.
Yes. Bonsoir Isabelle.
Nice. Yay.
And Kei. Yes, aurora is quite likely, sorry. Actually, it is there. You can see it. It's not very bright right now, but it's painting the whole sky. And you can see that we have green in quite a large area of the north part of the sky. So, good evening, Isabel. Yes, a very good reason. And actually, on Monday, the 1st of March, I will explain everything. So stay tuned and like my page and follow my YouTube channel because there will be news on Monday, 1st of March. Donc, comme je viens de le dire en anglais, il va y avoir une nouvelle qu'on va annoncer ce lundi. Donc, restez à l'écoute. Et regardez bien ma chaîne YouTube et mon compte Facebook. So we are having some pikes now coming out behind the clouds in front of us. Some nice beams shooting up. Bonsoir Sophie. Et Mimosa est en fleurs. Ah, vous avez les grues qui sont passées, donc ça veut dire qu'elles sont en route vers chez nous. C'est une bonne nouvelle tout ça. And we have Swan, Yoni, good evening. And yes, I'm back and happy to be back. And Erare is asking what is the temperature here. I think it's about minus 15 Celsius tonight. And it is getting warmer actually. In the next few days, they even announced some positive temperatures at the end of the week. So that's not really good for the clear sky situation, but one thing at a time. Now let's enjoy the good clear sky. And Sarah is saying it seems that the season is finishing soon. Well, it depends what you mean by soon. We are only on the 23rd of February now, and we have a full month of season left. I would say until about 25th of March, we have still long enough nights to enjoy the Northern Lights. And here in Utsjoki, we are able to see the Northern Lights all the way until about 10th of April. So the season is still many weeks long ahead of us. The green has faded now, but the sky is clear and the aurora forecast is pretty good. So let's I'm sorry? Faint. And so what was I saying? Yes, let me check the aurora situation. And the aurora situation is pretty good for the coming hour. So I think we better keep a good eye on the sky. And I can see now some faint brushing of lights in the sky, and then to the right, I will turn the camera. We have more green coming. There is more green to the right now. Okay, well, sausages are also a very good idea. So now we are looking again to the north part of the sky. And that's starting to be some proper aurora here. Nice, that's starting to look really nice. And from what I see from the solar wind parameters, it looks good for the coming hour. So let's monitor the situation together. And good evening, Phil. Nice to see you here again. I'm so happy to be back. And Monica, il fait pas jour. En fait, c'est presque la pleine lune et avec le paysage enneigé, ça réfléchit bien la lumière de la lune. Et Bernadette, oui, je prends mes distances puisque je suis officiellement toujours en quarantaine après mon retour. And we see the lights coming up here behind the tree. And that's really, really nice here. And let me show you also the Aurora Holidays cottages. So if you finally are able to travel, these are the lovely cottages of Tina here at Aurora Holidays in Utsjoki. And this is where you would stay for your trip. And as you can see, you just step out of your cottage and look, when you are stepping out, you just end up with this kind of view. So perfect location, auroras just on your doorstep. No need for any glass igloos. You just come to the river shore and you have an amazing light show. And it looks like it is actually getting bigger now. And Phil, yes, very sad to hear that you are not allowed to travel from the UK. I really hope this situation is over soon because everybody's getting fed up with it. And the green is indeed getting stronger, Swan. The moon doesn't set now, indeed, but the lights are looking like they are getting really strong. So I think we're in for a good show despite the moon. Actually, when the lights are really strong, I really like having some moonshine as well, because it lights up the landscape nicely and it allows for some even prettier pictures. And Amanda is saying hi to Tina. Tina, Amanda is saying hi to you. Amanda. So Tina is saying hi back. She's taking pictures of the Finnish family that's been visiting here. And Sarah, yes, it's quite strong northern lights, so they appear very nicely even when the moon is shining. So that's why we like the stronger solar winds like today. And as Amanda is saying, yes, those cottages have sauna available, private sauna in each cottage, so you can really enjoy and get warm between your aurora sessions. And auroras are getting higher up in the sky. And behind us as well. So it's getting a stronger show now above the cottages. We have some green too. It's behind the cottage also now. And it's getting nice. It's always a good sign when it's coming all the way to the south. Now it's a little bit mixed with the clouds, so it's a little bit difficult to see with the naked eye, but we have some really large patches of clear sky, so hopefully we get lucky soon. Let's look at the situation over here. More clouds, but that's okay. I will show you how the moon is shining, and you see we have more lights above the cottages, and we have the moon here and the restaurant. And I will show you the best thing here, which is the lovely gazebo where the guides will prepare a fire for you and you can have coffee and tea and hot chocolate and grill some sausages. So that's the perfect place to stay warm and wait for the northern lights. And as you can see here, we have clear sky coming, and the clear sky is coming from that direction to behind the camera. So that's why I'm pretty hopeful for now that we are in a good situation. Yes. So we have a little bit more clouds coming, but I can see the other direction is pretty clear. And Sarah, yes, hot chocolate is really nice. Hi, Crystal, very nice to see you. I hope you're all okay in Canada over there. And yes, I am here now, and more auroras to come indeed. As I said a little while ago, there is a good reason for my absence, but today is not the day to explain. It's all good, and it's something that I will talk about on Monday, 1st of March. Easy to remember. I'm quite excited about it, actually. And now we can see the clear sky over there on the west. So now we just have to wait for the aurora to wake up. It's been pretty windy the past days, and it is actually still really windy. So it gives a nice wind chill to the temperature. And Elton is asking if the sky is just lighter than usual because we get lighter nights. No, it's not the case. We have the almost full moon, and actually you can see it now above the restaurant. That's the moon. So yeah, that's why everything looks so bright. But the nights otherwise are still pretty dark until the end of March, and then we will slowly start, or actually quickly start going towards the midnight sun season. And we have Janet from Tennessee. Good evening. And Teresa, well, you can guess. I will post a video on Monday. Bernadette, il n'y a pas vraiment d'heure. Je publierai une vidéo sur Facebook et YouTube dans le courant de la journée. But it's good news and it's exciting news, so stay tuned.
Let's try to have 500 people listening here.
Yes.
How many do we have now?
We
13,
have
18, yeah.
about
Nice. 60 people.
Yes.
A little less. 50.
Pieta, yes, it's very beautiful. That's the nice gazebo on the river shore. You can see our seeds, feeders for the birds. And actually, a lot of birds have already come back. They already can smell the spring coming up. So, very excited about that. And I will be showing you the birds as well. And I think I'm going to do a live stream with the birds at the feeders one of those days when the conditions are good.
That's a good idea.
So, again, make sure to subscribe to our channels. I don't have a date yet. It's going to be depending on the conditions. So subscribe to the channels and
you will be notified.
Yes, but you need to check the notification bell so that you are notified. Good evening, Martijn. Thank you. Yes, I am back. And happy to be back. And Teresa, no hint. The aurora is quite weak for now. There has been a few brighter moments, and now it's somehow somewhere mixed also with the clouds, but clear skies coming up from the west. And I have good hope that we get a bigger show. The solar wind conditions are in the right direction. And as always, if you have questions, don't hesitate to ask.
Niin me ollaan nyt jo niinku tilattu. No ne kaikki uudet, se pitkä kaapeli ja jotakin muuta. Sitten me ollaan tilattu jo kokonaan uudet. Toi meni toi yhden kameran virta, se akku, se virta
So, as always, this is a game of patience. So, we are waiting, and we have Tina and the guests there in the corner waiting as well. And I can see a little bit of green now on the left on the top of the restaurant. So let's see what happens next. And Amanda is asking if Finland is open for outside visitors. At the moment, the borders are pretty tightly closed, but obviously the situation is going to change when the vaccination rate increases worldwide, and from what I understand as well, the Finnish government is working on allowing a new or changing a law to allow for testing at the border, which would then allow visitors to enter with a negative test. And the situation currently is that they are legally not allowed to ask you for a test. So as a result, they are just rejecting everybody. So we have turned the camera, now we are looking at the south, and if you can see, there is a little bit of green above the roof. So let's wait patiently. You can see the clouds are moving fast, even on the camera, so we are waiting. But the green is in the south, so it gives me an idea that it might get a little bit stronger later. So stay tuned with us. I will stay live for a little while longer. It is midnight here in Utsjoki at the Aurora Holidays cottages on the shore of the Teno River. And the solar wind conditions are still good. So if you are patient enough, maybe we get lucky. My guess is that the activity is building up, and as it happens very often with the Northern Lights, we need to be patient. And with enough patience, we get a nice reward. So we are still live from Utsjoki, and as you can see, the cloud situation is changing really fast. The cottages got a little bit more cloudy, and now we can look at the Teno River in the northern direction. And you can see that from the west now we have more clear sky coming up. But it's a game for the nerves on this kind of nights when we know the northern lights chances are quite nice. So of course we really don't want to have all those clouds in the way. So we are going to wait a little while longer. Make sure to subscribe to my channels and the channel of Aurora Holidays as well. And oof, the wind is freezing my face. Now you can see again the nice gazebo. And if you look closely at the trees, you can see the wind. And who says wind when it's minus 15 ambient temperature? Means a lot of wind chill, so whew, cold. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I think it's time to call it a night for me. The wind is really chilling, and those clouds are not playing along in the right direction. But the season is still there for many weeks. So stay tuned, and I'm sure we'll have many amazing shows until the end of the season. It's good to be back, really happy to be back here in Utsjoki. Make sure to subscribe to our channels. The views with the links doesn't work, so I will sort this out, and hopefully next live stream I have all the different views with the links and everything.
Yay!
And Tina is also here. It's time to say good night. Good night, Pieta, or good day to you because you're in Australia.
Oh, Phil, hi Phil.
And good night, Phil. And we have a 24-hour webcam on the YouTube channel of Aurora Holidays. That's youtube.com/Aurora Holidays. So check it out. And subscribe to our Facebook pages. Subscribe to also my YouTube channel. That's youtube.com/REZ Photography, all attached. So I will stop the stream on this beautiful view of the gazebo and the restaurant on the shore of the Tenor River here in Utsjoki. Good night, everybody. Take care of yourselves and stay safe. Bye for now.